pretty serious making these videos interesting with music and 4K quality, but aside from that, the moon is inhabited. We got activity up there right now. We're going to go back to yesterday's video, Tycho, but we're going to look at the massive construction area, industrial area, with massive plumes of smoke all over the page. I'm going to show you. So this is pretty important, and we're going to look at it a couple times. I showed you the video yesterday. Tycho's here, and there's two lines running to this big crater here. One of them's here with smoke plumes, and one here. That smoke plume rising here, another plume here, and a massive plume here that looks like a gray alien taking a piss in a crater. Want to see that again? Okay. Now let's slow it down. Tycho here. You can see my arrow, I hope. This line here, there's smoke all the way across that line. You can see there's yards here, right? Like they're all connected. And these towers or bridge-like, see there's a line here too that goes there, but nobody sees them. Another one here. Another one parallel here, with the alien taking a piss in the crater there. Look at the smoke plumes along this line here. See it? The line. Most of you have caught on by now. Some of you have already even seen it. See, the lines run parallel past it too. And there's another one that goes across here, but nobody sees it. I do. There's the smoke line. Plume here, plume there, plume there. Look here. Look at the balls of smoke all over the place. You're not going to tell me that that's normal things. Unless it's like the white balls that we have here to control and manipulate the energy. See the smoke line? There's a line right there. And another smoke here. I mean, that's hiding it. It's not a crater here. It's a smoke line. And you see Tycho there. Yes, here. You're not going to tell me you don't see that. The eye doesn't pick it up. Here's the line. There's a massive plume of smoke here. One here. One here. Looks like an alien taking a piss in a crater. See the line? Plume of smoke, plume of smoke, plume of smoke, plume, 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 plume. Kaboom. Here's a tunnel. Hang on. Pipe going in here that comes, there's the line here that goes right across, and it comes in there. Plumes of smoke. There's a pipe here with smoke here, smoke billowing here on the top part so you can see. Here's a UFO causing light to appear showing a smoke. There's a tunnel or pipe here. Smoke all around it. Smoke, smoke, smoke is the theme. No two ways about it. Theophilus crater where Japan landed. They all know. All the countries know about it, and that's why they're hiding me. Now we are going to do the same thing. Turn the whole video upside down of those two lines that I showed you so that you guys can get the aspect right side up. So now we're looking at the moon right side up. What you just saw, what I explained, was upside down. And you'll notice that I'll be doing that often. I'm telling you the technique of what I'm doing. Everyone can do this. Big scope or small scope. Let's play it. Now Tycho's up here, so we're going the opposite way. These two lines that I was telling you about. See? You can see it going into the crater here. Plume of smoke. Look at them all. They're hiding here too. So there's that other line going, and look all along that line, you see the plumes of smoke right here. It's a little line of smoke. But that little line of smoke is actually a big, wide, mile-wide line of something smoking the surface. You know, there's no two ways about it. Clavius crater's right here. We're a little close now. It's not always pleasant to look at it like that. But you can see these lines, see? Going to these mounds and hiding certain things. I know someone that got famous for showing a bloody 90-degree angle on the moon. How about HARP or all this setup? Whatever the hell you want to call it, it's constructed, and you can clearly see it in the Apennine Mountains. Hundreds of thousands of connections, and yet again, balls of smoke or plumes coming up everywhere, all along lines. That is how they're hiding the surface. 100% guaranteed. Even if the secret comes out when I'm 99 before I die, I'm still going to hear it. It's going to come out. It's pretty obvious they're just hiding it with smoke. Nothing else. Nothing else. That's how they're hiding this incredible surface. Sure, some of you don't understand the images or whatnot. That's understandable. I'm not going to get mad for people not understanding that the bottom of this image under the white circle is completely smoked out. You can see what's blurry and what's not. The whole image should be blurry, but it's not. It's not blurry at all. You can see all the connections. Very, very detailed in the circle too. Just that's there. I understand this image. What I'm going to show you are not natural objects that are formed. Tycho crater. We're going to go on the bottom. You can see the wall up there on the left where the greens are on top left. I'm going to show you around Tycho crater Exactly. All the constructed objects, massive building-like objects and domes connected to lines. They're producing something on the moon 100,000%. I don't care what anybody says. Bright dome right there with a line that goes out to reach another line, making a 90-degree angle all around the crater. Right in our faces. From the corner on, you see a building structure, rectangle, covered with dirt, lunar dirt, right beside that 90-degree angle. This takes a long time to explain, and every time people miss the video or come by and leave for a month, they're lost because I advance quickly. That object veering into a darkness of let's call it a crater, what's at the end of it? There's a plume of smoke. Do you see the plume of smoke? Okay, well, I'm going to go get the arrow up here. Hang on. There's the circle, and you see something veering down inwards, but what's at the corner of it? A plume. You don't see it, I bet you, eh? Let's do it one more time, far away, and then close. There's that line that goes there and veers in. We don't know what it is, but look here. Look at that white plume there. I've shown many of them. I'm not bullshitting you. That's moving smoke, right? Right there. Just at the end of this line here. And all that smoke is causing the rest of the blur, right? Even though this is in focus. Everything's in focus in this image there. That's absolutely sure. There's that plume there, right? So here, let's look at it downwards. You can see the lines, even though they are hard to see. It's because they're being smoked. Duh. Here's this thing goes down, but here, plume of smoke. This is always moving. Since I have solid evidence, Plato crater, UFO, debris, whatever, living creature, I don't care anymore. By this point, I'm more interested by the smoke, I think. I think it's normal to see creatures, but not smoke on the moon, right? What would surprise you more, industries or jellyfish? Nothing wrong with the jellyfish. Let the jellyfish live. This is smoke coming out of a pipe at the end of Plato crater. Oh, gotta back myself up here. That's the jellyfish I was talking about. In case some of you are new here and said, what the hell is he talking about jellyfish? Look at this part for a day and let me know if this overwhelms you or fills you with ideas of what could possibly be going on outside of Earth. Life. We have the smoking craters, smoking UFOs, smoking living organisms, smoking pipes and tunnels that are on the moon. Do you see that the theme is really the smoke? And what do you mean by the theme, the smoke? Well, what's hiding the moon from us? There's only one thing. Well, two things. But really focusing on that one thing hiding it. Not just a refraction. Why is there so much refraction? Why is the moon ever so bright if it's not an luminary object? Well, it's blinding and refractive. Just like trying to film a mountain of snow in the sunlight. Very, very hard. That's the effect that we have trying to film the moon. So add some smoke or fog in that, it's going to be so refractive and blinding. That's the whole point. The whole idea is to hide the surface. Let's go see another smoking system or idea live. Lots of them. Check it out. I've shown over 250 times explosions on the moon, smokes rising up off the surface. You see it igniting there. Those ignitions or lights that light up, they send smoke out over the surface. And that's when the UFOs are arriving. So they're hiding the surface for the UFOs arriving, and they're also hiding what I believe are all the structures that I'm showing you. How many times do I have to show people pipes or objects on fire, both in motion in the lunar atmosphere and on the surface? This year already proved it, already exposed it, but the storm hasn't even started yet.
Here's the South Pole.
So why can't we see that crater beside Tycho
right
right
there,
here?
that white crater. And
How
on the
come?
top,
I
there's
showed it
actually
to
the
you.
bottom
There's
side of the
absolutely
moon.
no crater
Not
there.
tonight,
We can
but
see the lines on
where
the
it
bottom
should be. There's
coming
South Pole
from
that we're
Tycho
looking at.
crater.
Look at the colors.
Can we?
Arctic colors, right?
Check it out.
Up on the top.
An entire celestial object, or not, natural or not, that is entirely smoked, making the surface look mainly even and smooth. I have to admit, it's absolutely incredible that showing Tycho crater structures and now looking at it still pretty close with the moon upside down that you can't, well, I can see them actually, all of them, but you probably can't locate any of the structures that I showed you yesterday in 2 or 3 videos of Tycho installations. And the impressive thing is that the installations are all right in front of us. That's why a lot of people pick up certain lines going by the moon because they say, "Oh, we can see the moon, the lines on the moon really well, but only in that area." Well, if you look properly, you'll see the lines go across the entire moon, and that all the lines that I'm showing are absolutely all connected and connected together to each other and to power sources, fusioning sources.